Alright guys, welcome back to Star Wars Uncensored. Let's not waste your time, you know the title, let's get right in this video. Today we're going to be talking about the shortcomings of Disney, how the Galactic StarCruiser failed. It was only open for a year and a half and it actually shut down completely. The last flight is taking off in September. The Galactic StarCruiser, if you guys don't know, is a premium hotel experience that Disney put out for Star Wars fans. And obviously Star Wars fans didn't like it because it's closing down. So yeah, I'm not really going to go over the reasons why it failed. I'm going to go over the reasons why it could have succeeded. If you really want to see why it failed, there's a whole bunch of other videos pointing that out. So I'm going to tread a little bit of new water. I'm going to give a little bit of insight to Disney because I feel like if they would have done it right, Star Wars fans all over the world would have loved it and they would have flocked to it and they would have had a money-making lottery ticket, Disney, to say. So yeah, let's get right into this. The first one, cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. And when I say cut the bullshit, cut it straight in half because I'm literally saying drop the price by 50%. The price was $6,000. Come on, guys. A family of four, a lot of times, unless they're in the upper echelons of the society, are probably not going to pay that much money. My parents damn well wouldn't. I damn well wouldn't. And I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. So if they would have just cut the price to 50%, that would have made it $3,000 for 45 hours in a Star Wars experience. I think it would have sold a lot better. I think it would have done amazing, actually. Because I could justify $3,000 as a working adult. I could justify $3,000, like taking my family and taking my girlfriend. If I had kids, taking them, I could totally see myself doing that. I would have so much fun. If it was $3,000, I definitely would have gone, and I think it would have been open right now, speaking of it. So yeah, that's reason number one. $3,000 would have been amazing, especially if a group of 4 people wanted to go. They could all split it evenly, and that wouldn't equal that much, so it would have been cool. It would have been really cool. So yeah, let's go on to number 2. A different era. That's my number 2 reason. It might be a little controversial for some people, but I genuinely think that if they was in a different era, it would have succeeded. Sorry, some Star Wars fans, you're gonna have to get over it. Some people just don't really like the sequel era, and that's kind of the mass majority of how people think. I understand there's some people out there who do like it, and I totally respect that decision. But personally, I know a lot more people who don't like it than who do like it, so you have to admit, that is probably one of the reasons why it failed. It really wasn't a market that people were looking for at the time, you know, which is okay. But it failed because of that reason. I could totally see if this was during like the prequel era, even the original trilogy era, it would have definitely succeeded. If it was a lower price on top, if it was a different era, it would have been flying out the market. They would have had the lottery ticket that they, you know, break the bank, they sold out, they would have succeeded. And that's exactly what they were looking for. They're looking for profits off this. They were not looking to shut this down. As much as they want to say like this was an experience, they want to make profit off this. So if they really did those 2 things alone, I think if they just, we can end this video right now. You can click off this video right now. If they just did those 2 things alone, I think Disney would have been way better. So yeah, jumping on to point number 3. This point number 3 isn't looked at as serious as much as the other ones because I live in California. So I've been to Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Land, and Disneyland basically. But this experience was in Florida. I genuinely think if they would have this in California, it would have done good. I say this because at the end of the day, there's a whole bunch of tired kids, a whole bunch of tired parents. Do they want to drive back home, I don't know, like 3 hours, 4 hours at most, or that's maybe minimum? Or would they rather stay at a Star Wars hotel, or would they rather drive home? I could totally see them staying at a Star Wars hotel. It would be a great opportunity for Disney to immerse people within the park and everything. So I don't know why Disney didn't actually make it in California. They kind of just went over their head, and kind of just it still confuses me till this day why they didn't make it in California. Maybe just because they wanted to make Star Wars Land for California and Star Wars Galactic Cruiser for Florida. Who knows? I don't get it. I don't understand. But I think if they would have had it in California, it would have done amazing. And we're going on to the number 4 reason. Number 4 reason is number 4 would be marketing. They marketed this as a super premium, super kiddie, super musical-esque, you know, so super premium. That eliminates all lower income people. It eliminates anyone who is not in the upper echelon. So boom, that knocks out about, let's just say 75% of the world. Then they market it as a musical. That knocks out another half. And then they market it as more for kids. That knocks out all the adults. So what in between what people are they going for here? Are they going for Star Wars fans? Because they weren't going for Star Wars fans. This was kind of just a cheap copy of something Star Wars. If they would have marketed this better, but I don't think they could have. So at this point, just doesn't really matter because they couldn't market this better. They were honest about it and people just didn't like it. So they would have just done it better, I guess I could say. If they would have just done it better, it would have been better. That brings me on to number 5. And this is a big reason, I think. A bang for your buck. You know, for $6,000, they weren't really all exclusive. You know, you can go on a cruise for about $1,000, even $600 I've seen, and you can get free drinks, you can get free food, you know. But this was $6,000 and you still sometimes need to pay for your food, and you still sometimes need to pay for your drinks. Come on, get that bullshit out of here. Seriously, that pisses me off. That's just fraudulent stealing from your fans. Like, give me money, as Angry Joe would say. It's bullshit and I don't like it. It kind of just makes me upset, and if it would have been more bang for your buck, I think more people would have went. You know, these are more minor reasons because the top 3 reasons are definitely why 6 succeeded, but yeah, more bang for your buck. And my 6th point, if a little bonus point, if you guys stick around to stay so long, if they would have went all in with this, man, like, imagine if they would have went all in with the whole nerd LARPing and would have kind of just left out the high class premium experience. If they would have just been like, oh, like, yeah, you're a Jedi, you get to create your own lightsaber, start off as Padawan, and you can actually, like, outside of the little ship, they had little different planet areas you could go to, unless holding your hand, you know, actually, like, kind of like D&D free roaming quests. If they would have done that, this would have been amazing. And if they would have done that, I would have dropped it 6,000. I'm being straight up. I would have found out a way to make that goddamn money straight up. Because if they would have done that, a whole D&D Star Wars type free roam type thing, create your own lightsaber, a young Jedi, you could become a Sith, or you can, you know, free the galaxy from Sith enslavement. That would be awesome. I know, even if it was $6,000 and it was actually a good, you know, going all in, it would still be up right now. So yeah, guys, thanks for listening to this video. This is a breakdown of what I think Disney could have done to actually make the Star Wars cruiser succeed, because at the end of the day, we all love Star Wars and we all want to see it succeed. So even though I'm clapping right now saying, like, yeah, like they take it, Disney, like something else in Star Wars failed, another thing in Star Wars failed. So yeah, they just need to try again, reload, try again, and hopefully they do it better next time. So I'm giving these points. So hopefully, Disney, hopefully you see this video and one day you'll take these points and constructive criticism, because I believe in you. You guys have the money to do right, but you guys just haven't got it right. So yeah, this is Star Wars Uncensored. Thanks for listening. Stay safe, stay uncensored. See you next video.